Oi, é gostoso? Que isso, rapaz? Como é que você chega desse jeito, chamando de gostoso aí? Eu sou compromissado. Tá ao vivo? Tá ao vivo. Porra, tô pensando em fazer stand-up, cara. Vou ficar milionário. Deixa eu ver se o som do jogo vai estar alto. Estou secando as pratas. Eu tinha lido estou sacando as pratas. Falei, sacando dinheiro a hora dessa? Vale R$100 ele, será? Ah, mas vende num lugar legal, tá? Não vai vender porra de internet, não. O Betinha falava, internet não pode, só tem golpista. Na internet só tem golpista. Episódio 4, em pele de cordeiro. Dá medo até de clicar aqui só pra ver qual que é o episódio 5. Tem um spoiler, tá ligado? A morte de Freeza. Ou vender ou levar pra aumentar. Não, muito exagerado. Dá pra você usar. Eu vou usar de novo. Muito exagerado isso aí. Melhor vender. Tá. Viemos correndo porque a porta muda depois de um certo tempo. Que não deve. Tá, não dá nem pra mexer. O que é isso aqui? Ah, sombra. Achei que era um gato preto. Ei, Breno! Vai ver quantas pessoas tem no jogo de hoje do Paulistão da São Luque. Eu vi, Breno, que não hoje, mas o dia que teve o jogo do Palmeiras e Corinthians, não foi que o Cássio tava aqui? Muita gente, mano. Eu tô ligado, mano, tô ligado. 2 milhões de pessoas pra cima. Meu diamante de vidro. Gente, meu diamante de vidro. Não entendi. Vou tentar abrir normal, vai que abre. Tá vendo? Não precisa chutar. Tô chamando ele de exagerado. Ah, muito grande. Tem que ser um negócio mais...
Tim, what the hell are you doing here?
Good evening, Sheriff. I'm here to take you to the boss. Thanks, by the way, for leaving off Tiny Tim. You'd think I'd have outgrown that centuries ago. I have to admit, when they asked me to watch the door, I wasn't sure what to expect when you came through that portal.
Hold on. You've just been waiting for me to show up? You knew I was coming?
That's what they told me. I don't know, they said you made it pretty clear. I'm supposed to bring you right on in, so if you'll come this way. Look, this is the one thing I have to do. Please don't make this hard on me. I don't want to get in trouble.
All right, let's get this over with. Come on.
That's all I want, Sheriff. Thanks for understanding. This is all I'm here to do, and I don't want to mess it up. I know I'm probably the last person you'd expect to be a guard.
Tim, how can you be working here? You know who this guy is, don't you?
He's not as bad as you think. He doesn't treat me like some broken little kid. I think he gets what it's like. He gave me a job, and I'm lucky to have it. This is the only option I've got. Just keep that in mind, maybe? Because if you and the boss go up against each other, the rest of Fabletown is gonna get caught in the middle.
Don't you realize you're not just minding the door? You work for that crooked bastard, your hands get...
Tá sorteando a rifa? Boa sorte. Embora eu acho que seja bait do bait, boa sorte. Tomara que ganhe.
get dirty too.
It's not so bad.
Not so bad. Are you fucking blind, Tim? He's a murderer.
So you're telling me you agree with everything Crane does? A lot of us depend on him. Some of us never get to the front of the line at the business office.
É uma roleta com vários nomes. Você acha que vai ter o nome de todo mundo?
But he's there.
Inocente.
We need
viu?
you, but we need him too. What we don't need is a war. Hey, Sheriff, hold up. I gotta go in with you. Can't you just wait up, Sheriff? Thanks.
Eu vou bater nesse moleque com a muleta dele.
Go ahead. You got a job to do.
Sheriff Wolf, sir.
Thank you, Tim. I know the sheriff isn't the accommodating sort, but you handled it. You did well. You can go now.
Thank you, sir.
You see, everyone in Fabletown has a role to fill. You just have to pay attention to what they need to help them find it. Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Fumar. Fumar é uma ótima opção. E aí? Vai me dizer que acaba aqui. Nem fudendo. Puta que...
I've heard stories about you. In the old days, how you picked off those men one by one. Oh, how they screamed. The wolf is coming. And they would wait, hiding anywhere they could squeeze their pathetic, shivering corpses. Some would just drop to their knees where they stood, close their eyes, and wait for death. And you'd give it to them. I wish I could have seen it. Oh well.
Caralho, já lança o próximo que eu tô fazendo o Pix. Ó, tem uma promoção, hein, Nilo? Se eu atingir a meta do mês, que falta não sei quanto, estamos em 73, vai ter um vídeo meu de stand-up. Maravilhoso. Que eu vou gravar ainda, claro. Aí eu vou pegar os assuntos do mês, então você já sabe o que a gente vai falar, né? Alguns assuntos bestas. E é isso aí. Você mandou o Colin pra fazenda? Não, você, mas 86% das pessoas decidiu que ele não devia ir. É amigo nosso. Você tentou remover a fita do pescoço da Nerissa? Você, mais 37%, ou seja, minoria. Que lugar você investigou primeiro? Nós investigamos o açougue junto com mais 64% das pessoas. Você mandou o sapo para a fazenda? Você e 74% não fizeram isso. E como você respondeu pro homem torto? E você mais 44 pessoas acenderam um cigarro. Pô, acender o cigarro faz todo sentido, né? Tá, preciso fechar o game e colocar a tradução do... Cara, se eu soubesse que a gente tava com promoção na Pandora, você compra 2 e leva a terceira de graça. E leva uma piroca no boga de bônus. O negócio é pouco barato, viu? Aliás, pouco caro. Tá vendo uma pulseira mais segura para os meus pingentes? Só R$700. Meu Deus do céu. É da piroca, virou... É o que, rapaz? Prelabs.com. Deixa eu adicionar. Minha irmã disse que ela comprou uma. Sua irmã tá bem de vida, tá tranquila, pô. Ela dá pra fazer essas coisas aí. Juntou anos de trabalho. Tá, deixa eu fechar e abrir. Ai, que saudade dessa música, menino. Ai, ai. Rapaz, eu tinha... Não tinha melhorado isso aí? Ah. Por que não salvou? Isso é no meio. É, no meio? Ou aqui no canto? Não sei. Pronto. Agora deixa eu pôr a tradução. Puta, lá vai eu colocar essa tradução broxa da Tribo Games. Puta, tem que achar a pasta. Pesquisa manual. Cadê o Nilo? Eu achando que era o meu PC. Não, é o meu aqui. Velho, acho que eu já mostrei isso em live, mas eu vou mostrar novamente. Olha aqui. Você instala a tradução, aí vem Tribo Game. Vendo aí? Olha o tamanho da propaganda. Aí você vai louco pra fechar aqui, ó. Fechar e visitar, ao invés de clicar no xizinho aqui que você passaria batido. Olha o tamanho da propaganda. Aí você fecha. Olha. Olha isso. Tá bom? Ou quer mais? Cadê o Breno? Saiu da live, Breno? E aí, Eduardo? Quanto tempo? Eu preciso limpar o pijeitinho aqui, rapaz. Tô sempre por aqui. Nossa, fazia tempo que você não comentava, pô. Novo jogo Plus da tela preta. Vou levar o produto. E aí, Felipe, tudo bom, meu querido? Meu querido! Instalou. Agora. Lobo. Aí buga, porra. Oh, tô aqui. Onde você tá, meu querido? Faz a pergunta do vestibular. Vou fazer. Ninguém vai acertar, rapaz. Eu buguei. A sorte é que eu sou honesto, rapaz. Instalando o libdigel. A voz tá flicando? É porque o jogo foi pra tela cheia. E aí, vê se tá flicando ainda, carinha. Veja. Como assim o despertar do fim? Capítulo 4, parte 2. Ou você diz o alerta? Nem lembro o que tá de alerta lá. Música de suspense. Então, Nilo, esse 50 que você mandou foi pro capítulo que a gente terminou. Eu já vou trazer o quinto, aí depois você envia. Tá tranquilo. Você e o carinha gozam de minha completa confiança. Não é igual o Holy Flames. Não, traz aí, 300 pau. O carinha até hoje bota na minha bunda. E aí, o cara pagou? Pagou não. Ai, otário. Cadê? Cola na live e fala aí daí. Depois não vai ter mais, vai ter perdido a chance. Exato, é pra chamar mesmo o povo. Mas nem assim, ó, Eduardo. Nem assim, rapaz. Posso fazer uma pergunta de vestibular pra vocês? Gozamos em você com sua total confiança. Não, gozam de minha total confiança. Tá? Não venham com putaria. E Nilo, obrigado pelos 50 Paulo Guedes. Você e o Cari aí, esse mês, caralho. Breno Usada também, ajudando pra caralho. Posso fazer uma pergunta de vestibular ou não? Do ITA? Do ITA. E eu que fiz. Nível pica. Pode? Presta atenção. Final do mês, André recebe o pagamento dela, certo? Finalzinho de mês. Aí ela me mandou R$25. Deve? Então vamos lá. Ela me mandou 25. Eu colocaria 25 meu e nós apostaríamos no cassino. O mínimo é R$50. Estão acompanhando o raciocínio? Tudo bem até aqui? 25 meu, 25 dela, R$50. E aí eu fui lá para pagar o boleto. O negócio de Pix estava off, pelo menos o do Nubank. Eu não conseguia pagar. Estão entendendo aí? Até aí tudo ok? E aí eu não conseguia pagar. Ela pagou da conta dela. Então, 50. Presta atenção. Eu não consegui. Ela me mandou os 25. E eu não consegui pagar. E bloqueou ali o negócio de Pix, não tava funcionando mais. No Nubank eu olhei no Twitter lá, falou, não, a gente tá tentando arrumar. Então ficou comigo os 25 dela. Ela pegou 50 dela na outra conta e pagou esse boleto. Não é boleto, né? Aquele QR Codezinho. E aí caiu os R$50, certo? Jogamos e ganhamos. Ganhamos e tiramos R$80. Quanto que eu tenho que ganhar e quanto que eu tenho que mandar pra ela, certo? Vamos lá, vocês que são... O Nilo principalmente, que é programador, tem que saber de matemática. Você sabe que tem um caso assim meio que milionário, né? Sim. Música do programa do Luciano Huck. Combinou aqui com a trilha aqui do Lobão. Ei, Matheus, você nunca diz, preciso ouvir antes que seja tarde. Ô, Matheus, eu falo contigo aí agora, você nem responde mais, mano. Eu acho que você entra, manda essa mensagem e sai fora. Pô, aí a gente nem troca uma ideia, velho. Vou fazer igual a Carla Pérez no Fantasia. E aí? Carla Pérez, mito demais? Ninguém sabe. Acho que cagaram e andaram pra nossa pergunta do Ita, rapaz. Se ninguém for responder, já avisa. Calma lá, pô. Se você emprestou 25 conto pra ela, teoricamente, vocês dois ganharam 80 conto a mais. Vamos lá. Tá saindo raciocínio. Que é isso aí, carinha? Vamos ver.
Então, aí, me ajuda aí. Tá. Fique me tapeando, mocinho. Fique me tapeando. Você tem 4 chances de adivinhar a letra se compõe esta palavra que tem 10 letras e é uma matéria escolar.
Letra A.
Temos a letra A, meninas. Temos 3 letras A. Tem mais 3 chances, Rita.
Letra I.
Letra I.
Temos letra I, meninas. I de escola, é isso, Rita?
Não.
Qual?
E de isqueiro.
Cara, I de isqueiro, cara. Aliás, I de escola.
E de isqueiro.
Igreja.
I de igreja. Temos I de igreja, meninas. Uma letra I. Elsa tem mais 2 chances, Rita.
Letra M. De Maria.
Temos letra M, meninas. Temos 2 letras M e a sua última chance, Rita. Diz mais uma letra.
T de tatu.
Caralho, é matemática, velho.
Temos letra T de tatu, meninas. Temos 2 letras aí valendo R$100.
Mano, I de escola e E de isqueiro. E ela é rica, hein? Você entendeu, Nilo? Ela já tinha me mandado 25 e ainda calhou dela ter que pagar os 50 do bolso dela. Então eu já tinha 25 dela comigo que eu teria que devolver. Vamos ver. Você só paga os 25 pra ela, ué. O combinado era postar 50, 25 de cada. Sim, mas ela pagou do bolso dela 50 sozinha, entendeu? Passou do fantasia, já é português avançado. Já. Tá entendendo, Nilo? Ela me mandou 25 e ainda pagou o boleto lá de 50. Ou seja, da minha conta não saiu nada, porque eu ia pegar 25 meu e esses 25 que ela mandou ia pagar. Letra O. Episódio 5, Choro do Lobo. Ih, caralho! Letra 0. Jaqueline. Tá rico já, Matheus? Alto que só um caralho, pronto. Vamos ver. Fiquei curioso, rapaz. Qual vai ser o desfecho?
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Not if I can avoid it.
Carinha cagou e andou pra pergunta. As custas dos pais, ninguém me dá emprego. Sei como é, Matheus. Quer dizer, sei como é ninguém dá emprego, porque as custas dos pais eu só tive mãe, não tive pai. Então, né?
Holly's sister, Lily.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Look, maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh God, Bigby!
This time was no joke. Eat as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the Crooked Man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Meu pai me deu um carro e teve que vender pra reformar a casa pra poder vender mais caro. Mateus, seu pai até foi jeitinho, o meu só dava porrada.
You've come a long way.
Vocês tiveram pai? Tipo aquele meme,
You
sabe?
must be tired. And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster.
Não entendi, mano. Se ela te deu 25 e pagou 50, você dá seus 25, mais o dela. E já era. O dinheiro da aposta não entra nessa brincadeira. Isso. E aí a gente divide. Ou seja, eu tive que devolver 90 pra ela. 15 reais de lucro pra mim, 15 reais de lucro pra ela. Todo esse trampo pra ela ganhar 15, eu ganhar 15. Meu pai nem fumava, mas fugiu mais rápido que o jutsu do Naruto. É o que, rapaz? Meu também me dá porrada, mas eu não ligo porque eu quero ser o homem mais forte do mundo depois do Bruce Lee. E o Bruce Lee nem era tão forte, ele tinha muita técnica.
Sirloin. Well, gramercy me. Take a seat at the very least. No? What do you think you're doing?
Boa, Danilo.
He's gonna...
Mr. Wolf is our guest.
É tipo aquela pergunta lá que o cara deu... 3 pessoas pagaram a mesa, pagaram pro garçom, aí o garçom vai até o caixa dá um desconto, e na hora que ele vai voltar, cadê R$1? Sabe a pergunta do cadê R$1?
And I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You know why I'm here. You killed those women.
What women?
Faith and Lily, the girls who worked at the Pudding and Pie.
Did I now? I assume by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some proof of this, yes? Some allotment of evidence.
Your servant over there told me you did it.
That's a fucking lie. I didn't say anything like that.
Fine.
All I said was that this was your town, and nothing wouldn't happen without your approval. All right? That's it.
If only that were true. Those women. I don't relish telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
You know who did it. Now tell me.
No fucking way I'm telling you anything! After what you did!
That's enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie. However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down. Now.
Foi o dono do puteiro, cara. Não creio. Eu não acho que foi ele.
I killed him, so what?
Ou foi.
You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged. Get your hands off me!
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm protected, aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this!
And then
you told me
attempt to
kill
blame
him.
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this! You're just gonna let him do this?
Caralho.
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
E aí, pessoal? Bem, vamos conversar. Levarei os dois.
What the hell?
Ou sem acordos. 1, 2 ou 3. Vamos conversar. Levarei os dois ou sem acordos. Desculpa que o dedinho vem junto na hora, entendeu? Eu sou daquelas pessoas que o terceiro e o quarto dedo eles funcionam juntos. Ó. Não tenho o que eu possa fazer em relação a isso. Então, 1, 2 ou 3. Ignora o dedinho. E o 4 seria ficar mudo, mas ninguém vai falar ficar mudo, né? Aí é putaria. O que, Nilo? Rapaz, esse negócio dos dedinhos ser assim... Pô, isso aqui tem uma utilidade, Nilo. Você não tá ligado, velho. Ó, ó aqui. Veja, veja. Veja. Veja, veja, veja. Maravilhoso. Tem a opção de dar o cu... Não, essa não tem. O que você acha, Eduardo? Leva todo mundo preso? Véi, os caras estão tudo armados ali. 1 contra 5. Você acha que a gente vai sair vivo? Coçar a cabeça? Exatamente. Você é um lobo, cara. Você viu que a primeira coisa que o maluco fez foi mostrar uma arma. E deve ser aquela arma de bala de prata lá.
Take this fucker. Take all of them. I didn't fuck...
I think I'll be taking both of you.
You're not taking me, you fucking ponce. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one... Who the shit do you think you fuckers
Get
are?
the fuck out of here.
I do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
E aí, cerca o George ou cerca o homem torto, velho? O que você quer pra sua vida? Quais os seus planos? Porra, cara, você não pode perguntar, tipo, o que eu planejo pra abril? Pô, é muita coisa, cara. qual que é o plano pra amanhã? Porra, o plano é jogar uma merreca aqui, dar uma descansada, tomar um copo de coca gelada. O George é quem? O cara que matou. Colocar alguma coisa pra tocar na TV, deitar ali, dormir e trabalhar amanhã. É o dono do puteiro? É. Não peguei o contexto, mas salvo o máximo que der. Cara, toda decisão que eu tenho morre alguém inocente. Cerca ele. E aí o Crockett vai fugir. Eu cercaria o homem torto por puro preconceito. Preconceito de quê? Do cara ser torto? Tortofobia, essa porra? Você viu, Bitch? Eu fiz a conta certa. Você achando que eu tinha que te enviar 65, eu falei, não, é 90. Já pensou se eu fosse político? Eu ia falar, é isso mesmo. É 65, é 65.
What are you saying? Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you? I told you.
I already told you. I'm taking both of you in, so let's go.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Que eu fiz, hein?
Over here! You're done, Wolf!
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
What? Boa também.
Oh God.
This way.
Eles vão ter sumido. Cadê o carinha pra falar do QT? Eu acertei tudo aqui, ninguém elogia.
Shit!
I know.
was that? Take him off!
I can't.
Eu apertei o quê, pô? Você é o lobisomem? É o lobo mau, mano.
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
He's not moving.
Keep going!
Nunca tá bom, né, cara? Não adianta eu me esforçar, você nunca fala. Da hora. Tudo bem.
Come on.
Fuck it!
Não entendi, ele olhou pra cirola ali, quem vai pegar a cirola? O que tem no carro? Porra, amigo. Tá perdendo muito sangue, a gente já sabe. Eu pensei que você tava combatendo ele.
Come on.
Não,
We
você
can't
é o
stay
lobisomem,
here.
você é o
Hang on. I need a minute.
o xerife. Pô, devia ter ficado ali pra ouvir. Tá morto. Esse BO não é nosso, hein? O cara que deu a
Hello,
facada.
Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
Ih, sai
You're
do
gonna carry
balão.
me?
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere.
Então mata ela.
It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What?
He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean-
fucking... Ah! You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? Ugh. I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame...
Eu devia ter atrás do cara, do velho. Porque esse maluco vai morrer mesmo.
Blame me for that?
Look, I'm
Sometimes you just have to do what you're told.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
That's not my problem.
Oh, I get it. When a pretty little girl shows up at your door wanting help, you've got all the time in the world. But when I've got something to say, it's not your problem. Well, fuck you. Go ahead and arrest me then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith.
Chamou de gado, velho.
It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know? At the end of the day, you're just like him.
You murdered Faith and Lily. You put those fucking ribbons around their necks. You had the power to let them go, but you chose not to.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die. Do you still think I had a fucking choice?
Wait, how is she involved in all this?
This is the original.
Huh?
The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway. This was supposed to be our place. We were gonna be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. Then the crooked man showed up and everything just turned to shit.
Os dois têm que ir preso,
So,
porra.
do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Stop it.
I told you, sometimes all your options are shit.
I'm not playing this game, Georgie. I won't kill her.
Os dois
Don't
presos.
talk about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
Vivian, I'm not gonna kill you.
I know that.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them?
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian,
Georgie.
no! Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian!
Jesus é muito bom, rapaz.
Just... Jesus.
O Lobo Mal falando Jesus é muito legal, né? Mano?
Vivian, I
E a
didn't fucking
boquinha
mean
dela,
it.
rapaz?
I was just...
Se a porra da cabeça ficar desse jeito, com a boquinha desse jeito, os malucos ainda vão usar. 100%.
Oh.
Olha lá. Você matou 2 atacados. Não encostei a mão em ninguém.
Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get
Porra, que
up.
facada,
Don't
cara.
think so, Bigby. I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, all right?
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Good. Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do, right?
Aí no final,
whatever it is,
eu
just
não
get it
sou
over
desse,
with.
você tá louco?
Not who I am.
Eu sou o xerife, pô.
Sure it's not. No more games, all right. We both know how this ends. Just make it quick. I know what I did. What? You're just gonna leave me here?
Sai no silêncio, cara. É igual o Power Ranger. Depois pra lá, pra trás que se exploda, cara.
Fuck you! Piece of shit!
Mais tokusatsu que isso impossível, velho. Só faltou a explosão. Cara, que saudade de assistir um Changeman. Puta que pariu, o bagulho é muito bom. Você foi pior que o Homem Torto? Por quê? Nem encostei neles. O amigo dele deu uma facada nele. Que ódio é esse? Acho que ódio, velho. O maluco morreu. Quem matou foi o Tweedle, o gordo. Foi nós. Vou pegar um BO desse pra quê? Quebra o carro.
Still warm. He's here, all right.
Oxi, ô Nilo, o cara agonizando não é BO nosso. Se você mata o cara, é BO nosso. É assassinato. Se eu tivesse puxado a fita do pescoço, assassinato. A gente não é desses, pô. Xerife, caralho. É a lei.
Of course.
E outra, é o lobo mau, né, mano? Porra. Ansioso para os próximos minutos? Seja surpreendido, meu querido. Seja surpreendido.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Você vai ver o que eu vou fazer com a Blood Mary.
Big Wolf. The big bad wolf. You used to be something.
Preciso encontrar uma prima que sabe inglês. Como assim, Razel? Olha lá, velho, várias fotos.
They used to fear you. They'd hide anywhere their small, shivering bodies would fit.
Puta que pariu.
Silver.
The big bad wolf.
Óbvio.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you finish, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow. What a man. Stealing punches while my back is turned? Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
A rapariga é invisível, velho. Vai falar da mãe dele? Aí pega pesado, hein? Ótimo lugar pra ir. Ficar encurralado. Ó, apertei pra cima. Tava com o dedo no W, aliás. Não adianta apertar.
Where are you? Come out and face me!
Porra, viadão, o tamanho do louco. Achei que ia perder o olho ali, o sopro que derrubou a casa dos porquinhos. É, então, eu tava pensando aqui, mas não dá pra comentar tanta coisa acontecendo. Pelo menos ele tirou a roupa antes de virar o lobo gigante, senão nem roupa ia ter. Aí lá. Eu vou enfiar essa garrafa no rabo dele.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Puta. A Branca de Neve que se foda.
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
How about I bring your corpse back to the woodlands instead?
You're not going to kill me.
You'd bet your life on that?
Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community.
Esse serverol tá de brincadeira comigo, velho.
If you decide to do something...
Oh, vocês viram o bagulho do Bruce Willis? Ele tá com afasia. E ó, meu TOC atacou na hora, hipocondria atacou na hora. A afasia é o seguinte, devido a AVC ou alguma outra lesão, qualquer coisa do cérebro, e existem fases, você vê, né? Eu já li tudo da doença. O cara não consegue formular a frase direito. Vocês viram que agora já travou tudo aqui? Eu fui falar, tá ligado? Eu já nem lembro o que eu fui falar agora aqui, que já tá, entendeu? Entendi com a fazenda. A afasia. Ô, não fala isso não que eu já vou ficar mais grilado ainda. Vai ver, eu tô achando que eu tô falando e não tô. Aí eu vou achar que eu tô doente mesmo. Aí o Bruce Willis não vai mais atuar, velho. Para de usar erva. Nem uso. Porra, não me incrimina de um bagulho que eu não faço, não. Você tá falando tudo travado aí? Para, Nil. Eu tenho hipocondria, depois eu vou ter que ver a live toda, rapaz. Depois eu entro em parafuso, nem trabalhar eu trabalho. Sério? Você tá bem? Ah, então, fiquei grilado. Falei, rapaz, tem hora que não sai a frase minha, não. E se o pior, se eu achar que tô falando, não tô falando, que não tá saindo a frase, ninguém tá entendendo porra nenhuma. Tipo agora, vai ver, eu tô... Tá ligado? Acho que eu tô falando. Sente-se mal. Brinca com isso não, cara.
Stupid. Like murder me. You won't get your answers, but you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
Tá trampando com o que, Razel? Sabia que dependendo do grau da escoliose e se foi a empresa, você pode processar eles e encostar na caixa? Você fala, meu, eu tenho dor crônica por causa disso. Dependendo do trampo, você pode fazer isso. E eu não uso entorpecente não, Nilo. Imagina.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in. But you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
Oh, I don't think so. We're not doing this your way.
How unfortunate. I was hoping we could make this work. What are you gonna do now? Rip me apart like some kind of animal? Killing me here would achieve nothing. And what would Miss White think? You show up with nothing but a corpse. No answers, no proof.
E aí, pessoal, 1 mata ele, 2 leva pra coisa. Logística, carregando caixa e outros processos. Putz, aí é foda, hein, mano. Faz tempo? 2. 1. Ó, o Nilo, pra ter falado 2, entendeu? Deve estar com pena da minha... Tá ligado? Não, a jogatina do cara vai ficar zoada, mano, então eu vou ajudar. Mata. Aí, ó, o 1 tá ganhando. 24. Ai. E aí, velho? Tua jogatina vai ficar brava nesse 1? Vai no 2. Porra. Sei lá, cara. 69. 1. Ó, o Raziel quer que mata o maluco de qualquer jeito. Raziel quer que eu me foda, já percebi, velho.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Quero ver se ele é bom de retórica. O que é retórica?
I know. But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place. And after what happened with Mary... I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister!
What do you have to say for
Where
yourself?
the fuck do you get off? You think you have the right to just do this to people? You're a fucking crook!
This? You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
Faith and...
Faith
As I already informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porge who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is the rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White.
How about I go ahead and kill you right now?
In front of all these people.
Do I look like I give a shit?
After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but only then.
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and...
Caralho, o maluco é quase Dória, velho.
Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit!
Cheiro de quê, carinha? Queria eu conversar em inglês assim. Olha que influência. Eu já falei que em inglês você podia estar fazendo. Cheiro de processo. Zoeira, porra. Zoeira.
Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're involved.
Come on, it's obvious.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning, so cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself. And I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
E vamos queimar a bruxa também, o
Thank you,
açougueiro
Miss
junto.
White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
You weren't being helpful. You were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
I think you're done talking.
What are you afraid of? Why not let an old man say his piece? Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in line.
forget it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there.
Ih, o cara tem o mesmo discurso do Lula, rapaz.
There to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her.
Carai, se falar de rachadinha, a gente ia... deixa quieto.
She was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true? I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk about this.
Oh, we're not?
Bigby just
This
means...
is important, and I'm glad it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a Crooked Man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
We're not gonna tolerate this shit anymore. The debts are wiped. His business is closed. He's done.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Yes, you're responsible.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer. What happened with Tweedledum wasn't Snow's fault. If you all want to blame someone, blame me. She had nothing to do with it.
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it internally.
Now, where have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you. Everyone just shut the fuck up.
I mean, a certain level of privilege should be afforded to
who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the—
Bigby? Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
She has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know what
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you.
This just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
I could always rip your arms off first. Would you enjoy that?
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed?
So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
Someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Eu vou fazer a ligação,
Look,
foda-se.
I'm making the call.
Why should you?
He is the only officially appointed representative
Pra
here.
quem que eu vou ligar?
Bigby should decide.
That makes sense to me.
I
Pra
guess
que
it
eu vou ligar
does.
pro sapo?
Okay.
Fine.
Perguntar
que o sapo acha.
This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do.
Cara, eles traduziram eu vou escolher com qual de ligar. Eu vou ligar. Eu vou ligar pra quem, cara? Eles traduziram literalmente, exatamente. Entendeu? Eu vou escolher essa porra. Os caras...
What you think is right.
Pega a vassoura lá.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you
Caralho, arrancar a cabeça dele, jogar ele no poço.
think is right.
Ou prendê-lo. E aí, pessoal? Por mim, a gente arranca a cabeça dele ao vivo. Calma, Razel, calma, calma. Caralho. Um vai ganhar mesmo. O Razel quer morte. Faz tempo. 2, né? 2. 2 pra jogar no poço. Porra. Mano, mas... O cara... 2 não, 3. Ah. O cara... morrer, você não acha que é uma punição melhor esse cara que é cheio de mandar, cheio de poder e tal, ficar preso, tipo, não poder fazer nada não é pior pro resto da vida? Prender só, reeducar e reintegrar na sociedade? Não, essa conversa não existe. Democrata é meu ovo? Democrata cristão, tem que prender, arranca a cabeça. Ele morrendo também não vai fazer mais nada. Ah, mas aí acaba ali. O negócio, entendeu? Vai que ele vai preso. Cai na cela do Pedrinho matador. Imagina o sofrimento desse cara. Decisão, cara. Caralho, como eu sou bonito, hein? Puta que pariu. Vocês têm um privilégio de poder me ver ao vivo, cê é louco. O Pedrinho tá solto já? Tá, porra. O cara ficou quantos anos preso? O mentor tá certo. O povo aí é burro ao ponto de cair na conversa 2 vezes. Já tava inocentando ele. Pra mim ele tinha que sair sem culpa nenhuma. O que será que acontece se a gente ficar quieto? Imagina, cara, a frustração. O cara simplesmente sai voado, o jogo acaba. Imagina. Passa o tempo ali. Te garanto que isso não acontece. Ah, seria legal, hein, velho. Imagina o povo. Imagina se o nosso personagem vira mendigo e acaba comendo o personal trainer. Plot twist. Cê é louco, mano. Como é que a mina foi dar pro cara? Imagina o cheiro de merda. Isso que é foda, a mulher ser casada com o Lula. Vocês acharam que eu ia falar do mendigo, né? Enfim. Mata logo. Ele tomou banho. Vocês acharam que eu ia falar do mendigo, né? É, vocês acharam. Não.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to die.
We can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still...
End it already.
A vingança nunca é plena,
You
rapaz.
said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't be
What he's
serious.
done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
All right.
Aí, ó.
Do it.
A pior prisão vai ser esse cara continuar vivo e tá preso dentro da própria mente, rapaz. cheio de querer comandar, cheio de isso, cheio daquilo, acabou, mano. Isso é a pior punição que esse cara vai ter. É morrer é muito fácil, muito pouco. Calculado. Aí aparece que o cara escapou. Aí eu vou rir. Aí vamos queimar a bruxa junto. Dentro do bicho. Puta, ele foge e mata a Branca de Neve, imagina. Porque jogo da Telltale é tudo assim, né?
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Let's just call it even.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off?
Cara, let's just call it even. Ela tá falando tipo assim, tipo uma mão lavar a outra. Você viu como eles traduziram? É só chamar. Os caras pegam esse call, vou ligar, call, chamar. Ô, mano, você instalou a porra do libdigel, cara. Libdigel, mano. O bagulho, você acessa o Opera, você perdeu todos os atalhos, todos, tá ligado? Você tinha um monte de atalho pra um monte de lugar lá. Tem 16 atalhos do libdigel, tá ligado? Sabor pera, sabor uva. Eu nem sabia que tinha isso. Quem é que prova um negócio desse? Pra um negócio... Ah, pelo amor, os caras estão traduzindo essa porra com a bunda.
We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
Right. Thanks.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
Também não quero falar com ela.
We'll talk later, okay?
Textura em relevo? Porra!
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Ih, caralho.
Someone's gonna see you.
Isso aí, pô, beber com o porco, foda-se. Melhor personagem dessa porra desse jogo é o porco. Falo mesmo. Você sabia que o pau do porco é em espiral? Porra! Que fetiche estranho da porra, carinha.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry
Pierre ao quadrado, obrigado pelo follow.
me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Ah.
O cara fez a doação pro maluco na live de cassino hoje, carinha. Não sei se foi 20 ou 50 reais. E falou pra ele: faz uma propaganda da minha loja aí. Olha o nome da loja. E ele leu isso ao vivo. Leiam em voz... Eu não vou ler, né? Leiam em voz alta pra vocês verem se vocês entendem o que quer dizer isso aí. O cara falou: mano, faz a propaganda da minha loja online aí, ó. Olha o nome. Cheguei muito tarde. Chegou nada, cara. Chegou no fim. No fim do game, no caso. Porra, cara, eu ri demais, mano. Esse maluco clipou. Do caralho essa. Vocês entenderam? Conseguiram entender? Eu não se astrevo nem a pronunciar, cara. Mas, pô, 20 contas, foi 50, sei lá, mas foi engraçado o bagulho. Cara, ô, mano, na moral. Ele, ô, meu amigo, obrigado aí pela doação. Como é que é o nome da loja? Aí, pessoal. Aí ele falou: vamos apoiar aí. Porra, aí é foda. Tinha umas 60 pessoas na live.
Thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
Que criatividade.
Shit! Just go grab that, would you?
How are you, holding up? I know this isn't ideal for you.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'd get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked.
Rapaz, o do Batman, você conseguir ficar pobre de Batman deve ser muito legal de jogar, cara. Puta que pariu. Imagina, você vai jogar um jogo do Batman onde você deixa de ser o Batman de tanta merda que você faz. É melhor que esse.
Liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
Será que a gente já salva ele, cara?
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ.
Eu não posso influenciar
Look
nisso.
on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
How should I know?
Saying goodbye?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Você vai, remove a fita, a mina morre, será? Não vou mexer nessa merda, não.
It's okay. I get it.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
O feitiço foi
It's
quebrado?
about
Não.
what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that.
Não foi o maluco que matou, foi ela. Puta que pariu. Certeza, 100%.
Place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Georgie didn't do mercy. You know that.
He could have been reasoned with. I was counting on that. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man.
Cara, como é que traduziram fundamental ali? Ela tava falando assim, ele podia, sei lá, ser razoável. Eu tava contando com isso. De onde eles tiraram fundamental na legenda ali, viado?
But then... Oh, God.
Aqui, câncer de pulmão.
Here.
Thank you. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them...
So that blood I found, that was you.
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
No. It doesn't matter what I do. In the end, it's all the same shit it always was.
You're wrong. You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Bora vender coco na praia.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little
Did
Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll see you around, Wolf.
E aí? Eu ia atrás dela pra quê? Não entendi. Acabou? Olha lá, você mais 31% das pessoas deixou o George morrer. Você deu um julgamento pro velho? 90% das pessoas. As frases que ela falou no final foram as mesmas frases que a Fate falou pra você no começo. Não, pai, ele tava lembrando. Como você puniu ele? Você mais 47% das pessoas decidiram prender ele. Você aceitou o presente do sapo pra Branca de Neve? 99%. Você mais 8% das pessoas disse nada disso importa no final. Caralho. Tá bom. Eu acho. Ele tava lembrando que a Fate falou a mesma coisa. Tá, mas... Então, mas o que isso quer dizer, Nilo? Que eu tô muito lerdo. Você bateu nele, você mentiu pra ele, você deu um drink quando ele pediu em seu apartamento, você ajudou ele a escapar da fazenda. Crane, você bateu nele, você levou de volta, você o aprisionou. Que a Fate poderia ser a Nerissa sem o glamour, algo do tipo. Tem uma brisa aí. Ah, então fiz certo em mandar ele ir atrás dela. Certo? Ele percebe e aí... Muito bem. Você escolheu queimá-lo com cigarro durante o interrogatório. Você escolheu bater na cabeça dele com a garrafa. Muito bem. O povo morreu. Um padrão. Cortou o braço dele. Porra. Você mostrou a fotografia, mostrei. Você escolheu esperar por ele. Não sei nem quem era esse mano. Aceitamos o presente e o sapo. Ei, pronto. Pronto, compre os quadrinhos hoje. GG. Você fudeu com a família do sapo. Os malucos tão junto, porra. Fudeu com a família do sapo. Bom, os games da Telltale estão na lista. Quem quiser patrocinar. Nilo, obrigado pelos patrocínios aí. Espero que você tenha curtido. Quem quiser fazer igual o Nilo, manda uma doação, ajudar na meta do mês, que se extingue hoje. Já passamos das 0 horas. Já tinha que estar dormindo. Faz um pix, salva nós. Se quiser mandar um sub na Twitch, é nóis, tá bom? E-mail aos trolls. Ah, eles vão sair bem, pô. Eles são do saco, qualquer coisa entra no meio da água lá, já era. Salva nós, pessoal. Negócio que alegra nós é ver a mensagem assim, você recebeu uma transferência. Puta que pariu, aí é foda. Você fudeu com o sapo. Que mané fudeu com o sapo, velho? Amanhã fica mais difícil. Eu pretendo patrocinar os próximos, se pá. Só espero que tá esse. Beleza. Que aí a meta vai estar maior. Ah, eu não sei, cara. Acho que eu vou deixar sempre 888. Número cabalístico do meu. Vai falar palavrão. Eu não gostei do 888. Esse negócio de número repetido é assim mesmo. Eu não lasquei com o sapo, não, cara. Porra. Esse sapo tão vivo. Então, mais pra completar. É verdade, porque termina e vai começar outra. Aqui, ó. Olha aqui. E aí, meu? Você vai dormir aí hoje, é? Você nem disfarça, né, meu? Ouvindo o grito lá fora. Você vai dormir aí mesmo? Bora que precisa atualizar o PC. Tô pra pegar o kit com Ryzen 7 5800X com os chinês. 2000 kit. Ah, eu não tenho coragem não, mas me mantém atualizado. Vai mandando no Discord lá os status. Só pra eu ver. De abacaxi é doideira? Pelo amor de Deus, cara. Vai mandando lá. Beleza? Manda, vai, mostra, manda lá agora no Discord. Se eu não ver hoje, no máximo, aliás, eu vejo hoje, né? Se eu pegar o mando, beleza. Abraço, pessoas, beijo na alma de todos. Fiquem com Deus.